The great American eclipse just days away, but one man's eye damage will make you think twice about staring at the sun. We have details.
Pink picking sides in that looming feud between T-Swift and Katy Perry.
Could Dancing with the Stars pros Val Chmerkovskiy and Jenna Johnson be headed down the aisle sometime soon?
Surprise! Miley Cyrus releases a new single and video for Younger Now.
And we're showing you some of the hottest TV show kids' rooms and how your kid's bedroom can get the same look.
Plus, things are getting really icy on this Sunday's episode of Game of Thrones. We've got details on what you can expect.
Happy Friday, people.com and Facebook Live. We made it. Friday, yes, very excited around here. Thank you all for your spirited responses. Lots to get to today, including an inside look at some of TV's hottest kids' rooms from shows like This Is Us and Raven's Home. The kids' rooms on these shows are truly amazing, and in honor of those stylish rooms, we want to know what your favorite home is from a TV show or movie. It's our Facebook question of the day. Let us know in the comments below, but first, here's what you need to know and what's trending today. Guys, are you getting ready for the great American eclipse on August 21st? Well, we've got a warning for you from a man who damaged his eyes 55 years ago while looking at a partial solar eclipse. In an interview with Today, Chmerkovskiy says in 1962 he stopped to watch the partial eclipse occurring in the sky while walking home from school. While he only looked for a few seconds without any eye protection, the sun caused damage to his vision that would stay with him for the rest of his life. The now 70-year-old says he began to see flashes in his vision, similar to spots that occur when a picture is taken with a flash bulb. He says he has experienced vision problems since then. Chmerkovskiy learned he burned the retina in his eye during the eclipse, giving him a partial blind spot in its center. He says it hasn't gotten any worse, but also hasn't gotten any better. He compares it to looking at a blurred-out license plate. In his case, the blur is about the size of a pea. Chmerkovskiy says, come August 21st, he will be outside, but he will not be looking towards the sky until it gets dark. So beware. But for everyone who is looking forward to staring at that great American eclipse, take notes because we have a few things you should know during its totality. First things first, put your phones away, people. Sorry, but don't waste time photographing the eclipse. The totality is brief. You won't get to see it again for years, so experience the phenomenon for yourself, not through that camera lens. Professional eclipse photographers are equipped to snap the best pics, so leave it to the pros. Next tip, take your eclipse glasses off during totality. As soon as you cannot see the sun through the glasses, it's safe to remove them temporarily and use an unfiltered telescope or pair of binoculars. But be careful. You need to stop viewing the sun through binoculars or telescopes before the totality ends. Looking at the direct sun through a lens like that can blind you forever. So once you see the sun peeking out, put the glasses back on. Just err on the side of safety. Guys, one thing to remember is that you shouldn't rely solely on your eyes to enjoy the eclipse. So many things around you will change. The temperature will plummet, nocturnal animals can emerge, street lamps might even light up. Birds, they will fall silent. Take it all in. A total sensory experience. Lastly, while you're enjoying everything around you, make sure to not just focus on the sun, but take note of what else is happening in the sky. Watch the stars, the planets, the shadow dark earth before totality ends. And most importantly, have fun, everybody. This is a great thing. Big event. Now watch this. Add another layer to that long-standing feud between T-Swift and Katy Perry. Now pop singer Pink, she is taking sides, people. The 37-year-old songstress was asked which side she is on during an interview with UK radio station Kiss FM, and apparently she chose Swiftie, answering, quote, Taylor, is that okay? You can't win no matter what you say anyway. Everyone wakes up offended. In 2014, Swift first opened up about losing a friendship during an interview with Rolling Stone magazine, revealing the unnamed person tried to sabotage an entire arena tour, saying, quote, she would come up to me at award shows and say something and walk away, and I would think, are we friends or did she just give me the harshest insult of my life? Perry confirmed the rift with Swift just recently while promoting her new album, Witness. The singer revealing to late-night host James Corden that the feud was all Swift's fault, although later she expressed her wish to let bygones be bygones, saying she forgave the Bad Blood singer for any perceived wrongdoing. Swift's response? Making her entire song catalog available for streaming the same night Perry's album was released. Gotta say, don't think that feud is gonna be ending anytime soon. Let's just shake it off, ladies. All right, now switching gears from feuds to some LOVE. Could Dancing with the Stars pros Val Chmerkovskiy and Jenna Johnson be walking down the aisle sometime soon? Well, the happy couple attended the 2017 Industry Dance Awards and Cancer Benefit Show Wednesday night in LA. Val opening up to The Insider when asked if he's been bitten by the wedding bug after his older brother Maxim Chmerkovskiy and Peter Murgatroyd's recent nuptials. Val saying in part, "Have I gained a different perspective on what love is and what happiness is? You know, I'm in a great place and I'm in love, and I'm very grateful for that." Val also opening up about brother Max and Peter's wedding, saying it was beautiful and that he's happy he now officially has a sister in Peter. And he says his 7-month-old nephew is full of life and happiness and joy. In June, Val and Jenna officially went public with their romance on Instagram, posting pics from their amazing European vacation. And we wish them the best. And look, I hope they walk down the aisle if that's
I hope so too. All right, let's check in with Facebook Live. Happy Friday.
Woo.
We want to know what your favorite TV show or movie house is.
Okay.
Angela says the Brady Bunch house. Ooh, that's a good one.
That's a good one. Julie says my favorite TV bedroom, the girls' room on the Waltons.
Okay.
I don't personally remember that, but I'm sure it's good.
I'm sure it's wonderful. Holly says Full House. Love that one. I like that one.
The Brady Bunch house, by the way, big sort of tourist attraction in LA. You can go to it and see it. I have a picture somewhere in front of it.
Nice.
And the people are in the back like, get out of my lawn. They aren't. Anyway, keep the Facebook comments coming in. We'll check in with you again soon. But Andrea, first, more for us in Star Trek.
That is correct, Jeremy. We're kicking off Star Trek with some new music from one of our favorite pop stars. Take a listen. Miley Cyrus is channeling her younger self in the title track of her upcoming studio album, Younger Now. The 24-year-old singer, who premiered the single along with a music video early Friday morning, pays homage to Elvis Presley in the 4-minute-long visual, reenacting an Elvis puppet show and slicking back her short blonde hair to resemble the rock and roll icon. When asked why she was inspired to make Younger the title of her forthcoming album, Cyrus says it came from a conversation with her mom, telling Billboard, "I just think for girls to celebrate being young right now would be a great thing. My mom was like, I swear to God, you are younger now at 24 than you were at 4. And so it just hit me, like I am effing younger now, and I am proud of that." Miley Cyrus's 6th studio album, Younger, is set for release September 29th. Can't wait to listen. But first, moving on to a story we can't stop talking about. Is that Amy Schumer in the courtroom on Judge Judy? Yes, you were not seeing things. The Trainwreck actress stopped by one of her favorite TV shows and sat in the courtroom for a taping back in May. The episode aired Thursday, and Twitter could not handle it, and neither can we. Mara saying, "My mom just sent me photos she took of Amy Schumer on an episode of Judge Judy. My mom could not be more confused." Ian tweeting, "Hey, isn't that Amy Schumer in the courtroom audience on Judge Judy? Yeah, that's definitely Amy Schumer. Did you get lunch with the judge?" And Cowboy88 fan says, "Spotted Amy Schumer cutting up one of my favorite shows, Judge Judy." Amy previously posted videos of her visit to set, where she goofed around with the bailiff on the show and even shared some pics having a blast with her sister during their set visit of the courtroom show. All right, don't you just love it when the ladies from the Sisterhood of the Traveling Pants reunite? Wait, where is America Ferrera? Blake Lively posted this adorable shot that's bringing us all back to the classic 2005 movie, but she had to edit in her missing sister America, who wasn't around for the picture. Blake also made sure to point out that America has the best initials ever. Ferrera replied to the post by complimenting Blake's drawing skills and explaining she was so confused how she got into the shot. "I'm still wondering, how do I join this sisterhood? Is it ever gonna happen? Probably not." All right, watch this.
I'm your boss. Bitch!
Miss Brown.
That's Professor Brown.
All right, here it is, the moment of truth. You know, the big kiss scene with Stefan. I've been very nervous about it, but right now, watching it happen on stage, I think I'm the one in the crowd going, yeah, yelling the most and everything like that. I'm so into the play, and watching how Kendra's doing, I could care less that she has to kiss Stefan.
Is Stefan actually gonna do a striptease in outer space?
Not without me, he isn't.
It's done. The opening night of my show is done. I feel like I could breathe. I did it.
I'm just happy that Eric, Amy, Patty, and Colin all just put things aside and just are truly happy for Kendra.
You go, Kendra. Looks like the star has a stellar opening night for her new stage show in tonight's episode of her hit reality show, Kendra on Top. But it doesn't mean there will not be drama in tonight's episode. Kendra must deal with the aftermath of her parents' confrontation. And to make matters even worse, Kendra is told by her mother's publisher she's still writing a tell-all book about her. Well, cannot wait to tune in. And those are your Star Tracks for today.
All right, guys, stay with us because we're revealing all the set secrets from your favorite TV show kids' rooms, plus who is ready for Game of Thrones. We're breaking down what to expect for the new episode. Stick around.
This is King Cutie in People. His Royal Highness Prince George Alexander Louis of Cambridge. These are George's parents, George's home, his Nana, the Queen, and his staff of 644 Englishmen. This is George's dog Lupo, who inspired his favorite book, The Adventures of the Royal Dog Lupo, one George will share now that he's a big brother. People. The details make the story. Don't miss this week's People.
Well, guys, the return of Fall TV is right around the corner, which means our favorite shows, as well as some new ones, will be hitting the small screen in just a few weeks.
That's very, very exciting. We've got some on-set secrets from your favorites. This Is Us, Raven's Home, and Nikki, Ricky, Dickie, and Dawn. We've also got a sneak peek of the new line of stores from Home Goods that are rolling out. They're called HomeSense. They look absolutely amazing. Yeah. So joining us now is People reporter Megan Stein to talk all about it. Yeah. How are you?
Hey,
good. How are you? Thanks for joining us. Okay, the #1 show I'm very ready for this fall is, of course, This Is Us. So one thing I noticed last season was Kevin and Randall's childhood bedroom, very 80s. So what went into creating this nostalgic look?
Yeah, absolutely. So the set designer, Gary, he wanted it to be as accurate as possible. So they did a ton of research and actually just kind of talked to each other about what their childhood bedrooms were like. And he told me that the set colors are actually taken directly from his bedroom that he shared with his brother. Yeah,
that's really cool.
Super fun.
Okay, so for people watching at home that want to bring this whole feeling to their kid's bedroom, what are some ways to recreate some of that and some of the looks that we all know and love from the series?
Yeah, so a few of the classic pieces that you can get are a rocking horse, a nice striped blanket. My favorite is actually this T-Rex lamp.
T-Rex lamp.
Yeah, it's
cool.
like $60 from Lamps Plus. Definitely a great, great catch. The other two are from Wayfair and Pendleton, so you can just get them online really easy.
I love the rocking horse because I had a rocking horse when I was growing
up.
up.
My girls have a rocking horse.
Yeah,
it does.
Besides This Is Us, Raven's Home is Disney's new reboot starring Raven Simone. We have this really cool modern day bedroom for Raven and Chelsea's sons in the show. What's the style secret here?
Yeah, so these two boys have really differing personalities. So the set designer decided to keep things pretty neutral and let the accents speak for themselves. Obviously, there's a lot going on here. I love that dresser. It's actually a DIY. She painted it with chalkboard paint and then labeled it so that Booker would know where to put his socks and underwear.
Yeah, that's really great. What a cool idea. What I love about this, looking at it, it's almost like the ultimate man cave, but for like a boys' room. Look, I have girls. I don't know necessarily about decorating kids' boys' rooms. I hear that it can be a little more difficult to tie it all in.
Yep.
What are some key pieces that make it work?
Sure. So here she used a nice beanbag chair that's actually in the shape of the basketball, and dinosaur bedding, which is really great. You can get that from Target for like $30.
Okay.
And then my favorite is this marquee light. It's from Pottery Barn Teen. It actually, like, I would put this in my own home. It's really cool. Okay. It's about $80, super easy. You can hang it on the wall, put it on a shelf. Just a fun way to make a little industrial.
Like that.
Love it. All right, we talked about the boys. Now we have to give the girls some love too. So the Nickelodeon sitcom Nikki, Ricky, Dickie, and Dawn needed an oasis for the show's only female title character. How was this room able to balance being girly without the sequins and the glitter?
Yeah, so she's actually the only girl. She's a quadruplet and has 3 brothers, so she definitely wanted a little girly space. The set decorator decided to balance out the pinks and the pops of patterns and things like that with these like beachy tiki elements. So it kept it feeling girly, but not over the top.
Oh, I love it. I need like basically this whole room for my girls. I feel terrible about what I have not been able to do for my girls, based on how great this looks. What are some of the key items there?
The pink rug is from Home Depot for $20. You guys, every kid needs this because you don't want to like put something too expensive in a kitchen.
Sure, right.
And then there's really fun flamingo pillows that are from Target, really cheap, about $20. And then these like cool tiki table toppers, which
I love
you can,
that.
yeah, layer anywhere, and it's like 15 bucks. So
All right.
really easy.
Yeah. Well, thank you so much. I mean, for even more TV design secrets, make sure to pick up your copy of People on newsstands everywhere today. But before we let you go, quickly, we have to ask about this. HomeGoods is finally opening up its new line of stores, HomeSense. The first one opened up in Framingham, Massachusetts on Thursday, August 17th. So it's been a long time coming. The photos are amazing. But what is new or different here?
Yeah, so the new stuff is that, you know, expanded furniture, more lighting, way more art, basically everything that you wanted more of, they're gonna offer you. It actually opened yesterday. It was a mob scene. We have some really awesome exclusive photos coming today, so look out for that. Yeah, so it's just a lot more of what you want.
In terms of the store's layout, I hear this one is maybe a little more organized in its feel. Look, we all know that HomeGoods, it's all about like digging around to find that perfect, unique design, but how's the more organized feel going to play out here?
So they have things grouped by color and style, which makes it easy for people who aren't exactly as design savvy as others.
Sure.
So you can shop for things that are matchy-matchy a little bit easier.
I like that.
They also have stuff displayed like as it would look in your home, so it makes it really easy to envision what it would look like in your own space.
I always get lost in the frames. I could just look at frames and mirrors all day.
The throw pillows, like who needs an 80th throw pillow? Me.
Never enough pillows. All sounds amazing. Thanks again, Megan. Really
thank
appreciate it. We cannot wait to check all that out. Guys, make sure to visit people.com for even more information about all of this. Thank you.
This is Jennifer Lawrence in People. This is Jennifer photobombing Taylor Swift, and Sarah Jessica Parker, and Liam Hemsworth. This is Jared Leto in People, photobombing Anne Hathaway, and Reese sneaking one in on Sophia and Joe. This is Dustin Hoffman, photobombing the dame herself, Judi Dench, proving that while we all love the fashion of the red carpet, it's people who steal the show. People, the details make the story. Don't miss this week's People.
Death is the enemy. The first enemy and the last. The enemy always wins. And we still need to fight him.
You're scared, aren't you? What are you scared of?
Woo, yikes.
Ooh.
Looks like the temperature is dropping on this Sunday's episode of Game of Thrones, and things, they're getting real icy, people.
Yes, that is right, Jeremy. From the looks of that preview for episode 6 of HBO's hit show, Jon Snow and his motley crew, including Tormund and Gendry, are venturing beyond the wall.
That's right. Their goal is to bring back some evidence to prove to Cersei that White Walkers do actually exist. More importantly, that they're the real enemies that they need to focus on taking down.
Yes, definitely. So the two questions on all fans' minds are, will Jon Snow and all of our favorite characters that went beyond the wall make it back alive?
Yeah, and the even bigger question, will Jon Snow be successful in bringing back evidence of the White Walkers' existence, as if they don't have enough on their plate already, but we'll have to wait until Sunday to find out.
And is it just me, or does it look super cold beyond the wall?
Blizzards.
It doesn't stop snowing ever. It got us thinking if any of the actors thought the same thing.
Kit Harington, who plays Jon Snow, spoke to the New York Times all about shooting in the cold weather and explained the reasoning behind why they never wear hats. He said, I wanted a hat when we were shooting in Iceland. We've had endless conversations about it. It's been a big question in Thrones about when they're up north, whether they wear headgear or not. It seems ridiculous in cold climates not to have your head protected.
And it does. And that's not all Kit had to say about it, explaining that it's a decision they made a long time ago, the decision that we need to see faces more than heads being worn. It's very difficult when you're filming people in that environment to differentiate between people's faces. I think they decided it was the most important thing. But trust me, no one wants a hat more than me.
I actually think that makes sense.
I would want a hat,
in terms
though.
of the quality.
Yeah, it makes sense.
Let us know what you think about all of that below in the comments, and let's get ready for that upcoming episode.
And remember, we only have 2 episodes left this season, so make sure to tune into HBO this Sunday for your Game of Thrones fix.
The 20th anniversary of Princess Diana's death is coming up, and we've been celebrating her life all month long here at People, including having the late princess featured on the cover of People magazine this month, as well as the release of a special collector's edition of People magazine highlighting the princess's legacy, which is available now. Now we're taking a look at some of the things Prince William and Prince Harry have said about their mother over the years. Take a look.
Our sense of closure came for us back in 2010 when Joran van der Sloot was locked up, unfortunately, for another murder he had committed, but it stopped his mode of living and the way he was doing things, and we looked at that and kind of compromised, saying, you know, it's sad that another woman was murdered and how many others have been murdered, and it stopped that guy in his tracks by putting him in jail. And then we had Natalie declared deceased in 2012, and we had a theory of what may have happened, and so you lock that all down and then you start moving on with life. And then this comes along and you have to put up a brick wall, you know, because it's attacking, you know, that sanctuary, so to speak, of, you know, you've tried to put this behind you, you've come up with a theory, and then this new lead's attacking that, and, you know, I just want to remain skeptical.
That's Dave Holloway, whose daughter Natalie Holloway went missing 12 years ago during a school trip to Aruba. Dave and TJ Ward, the family's private investigator, are opening up about their 18-month-long investigation in a new crime series on Oxygen called The Disappearance of Natalie Holloway. It premieres Saturday, August 19th at 7 p.m. and 9 p.m. Eastern. The show follows the duo as they uncover a new lead that's been the most credible to date regarding Natalie's case. Dave revealing to me why it was so important to have cameras document his difficult journey to find justice for his daughter.
When we arrived on the island, an interview was taken by the police of Joran van der Sloot, Deepak Kalpoe, and Satish Kalpoe.
The primary suspect, Joran van der Sloot, the son of a judge.
And in those interviews, the very first 48 hours, they came to us and said they didn't have anything to do with it. Then the media converged on the island, and about that time, 2 innocent black security guards were arrested, put in jail, and I think now that that was a ploy to get everyone off the island. The news media kicked that around, said, no, hey, these guys are innocent, you let them go, and then we've gone one after another of disappointments, and if the cameras are not around, it didn't happen. And you'll see in this series, if the camera hadn't been on, we wouldn't be sitting here today.
All right, let's check in with Facebook Live one last time. We've been asking you what your favorite TV show or movie house is.
Mickey says The Fresh Prince house.
Ooh, that's a good one. Shannon says The Boy Meets World house, and Michelle loves The Modern Family house.
Christina and Brandy love the Home Alone house. That's a good one for sure.
That's a good one.
And Francine says the Friends apartment, which is now living in New York. It's like, wow, that would be very expensive.
Yes, that would.
There's been a lot of talk about that. Like, how
Also,
did they pay for
Sex
that
in the
place?
City. That's a good one.
Oh, that's
too.
a really good one. My favorite house on a movie was actually Tom Hanks in Big, and he had like a huge New York apartment. He had like a trampoline in there and video games and stuff. It was so good. If you haven't seen it, check out the movie. Big, Tom Hanks. All right, very passionate about that. Thanks so much for watching. Be sure to catch us again next week, Monday through Friday, 8:30 a.m. Eastern. We have Blackish star Yara Shahidi opening up about Hollywood's beauty standards. Plus, John Corbett and Cara Buono will be live talking to their new movie, All Saints.
Yes, thank you so much for watching. And for now, we leave you with one last thing from country star Lindsay L. Have a good weekend.
Bye, guys.
Hey, I'm Lindsay L, and this is one last thing. My last girls' night, Kelsey Ballerini texted a bunch of us girlfriends and was like, hey guys, let's all come over and have a girls' night and talk about being an artist and being a female musician. And so it was so much fun. It was amazing just to hang out with 15 other female artists and just talk about life. The last song that was stuck in my head would be Body Like a Backroad, Sam Hunt. I can't get the thing out of my head.
Body like a back road, driving with my eyes closed. I know every curve.
The last time I laughed so hard I cried, this is kind of an awkward story, but I was having the spray tanner come over to my house, and she has a 3-year-old son. And so she set up this spray tan tent in my kitchen and was spray tanning me, and her son was supposed to be playing, you know, on the iPad on the couch, but he came and ran around to the other side of the tent and saw me completely naked and started copying my moves. So as I'm like doing all my spray tan moves, he was doing them with me. It was pretty funny.